But I want to ask, because it's so inspiring, to see a black man come up with not only IP that has stood the test of time, but the work never degraded with each iteration, right? I mean, for 1999, and in 2013, Best Man Holiday came out.
Yep.
We were nervous. I was nervous. It was like, it's gonna be, and it was so good. Final chapters were so good. But I want you to talk about, what did you learn throughout these years? You know, you worked on several films in different capacities in between that. What did you learn about the business that you wish you knew before that you can impart to the people here when it comes to building out a franchise and seeing how many other forms of intellectual property you can create from it? What should we know?
Well, let me address one thing first. With The Best Man, like the only reason The Best Man works is because the fans support it, right? So thank you guys for supporting my work. And I will say that, like, you know, The Best Man it's not an accident, but it certainly wasn't intended to be a franchise. It was intended to, I wanted to make, in fact, the script for The Best Man was written because I was trying to write something so commercial that I could sell it and use that money to make another movie. So that was the impetus behind that. Like,
You make another movie, by the way?
I was gonna make another movie. I haven't made that movie yet. But that was the intent. But in the midst of writing Best Man, which is the first was called My Homeboy's Wedding, I knew that was never gonna be the title. I wrote it, and then midway through I was like, oh, I can direct this. And so I was strategic about when I wanted to write it and what I wanted to include. Wedding movies were very, very popular at the time. There had not been a black wedding movie to date. Let me set it at a wedding. I love reunions. I love ensembles. So I want to do that. So I try to fit in what I could bring to the table with what the market was demanding at the time, right? And I wanted to make sure that I timed it with the release of George Tillman's Soul Food, right? And so, because I said, if this movie is successful, that has Nia Long and Vivica Fox and Vanessa Williams and being produced by Babyface is successful, they will be looking for the next soul food. It's a copycat industry, so you have to be looking at what is being sought after or what's missing. And so I was trying to see what was being sought after and a little bit of what was missing. And the same thing happened, and we were number one at the box office because the acting community was ready for it, the studios were ready for it. It was a modest budget, but we got it done. And then when it came to Best Man Holiday, they really wanted a sequel like right away. But I wasn't interested in that. I wanted to grow. I wanted the characters to grow. I would revisit it if it was going to do a sequel at all, to revisit it in like 10 years. Because all I really wanted to do was try to make a classic, you know, with the first Best Man. That's what my goal was. Thank you. And so that's all it was. And then so I was strategically, it was everything in the 2010s was all about the brand, right? What's your brand? So my brand was Best Man. I wasn't really working a whole lot. I wasn't getting work. So I was like, okay, I'll wait. I pitched the movie to the cast. And they were all in. And then I waited until Jump the Broom came out. So I was like, okay, then hey, Universal, here's this idea. Oh, okay, cool, we can make money doing this, bam. So you have to be strategic in this industry. You know, that's part of what I've learned. I mean, I don't know if I inherently knew that from the beginning, but that was, you know, it was definitely part of a strategy. And then I would say, in other ways, which I knew or which I had done, was be more open and be more malleable about what I was going to take on. Because when I came to the industry, I was like, okay, I'm going to be a writer-director. I'm going to be Spike Lee. I'm going to be Woody Allen. I'm going to be like, I'm going to write. I'm going to direct what I write. I'm going to write what I direct. And so, you know, that there were opportunities that came along to say, hey, take a look at this script, you know. And I was like, well, I didn't write that. I'm not going to, you know, bother, right? Or I don't think I have a vision for that. I want to be very much involved from the beginning of the project to the end. And that was not always the smartest strategy. I think if you because this industry is like a very much, what have you done for me lately? You have to jump on the train that's moving, right? You know, like, okay, they're not gonna make this movie. They're gonna make this movie. And they want you to direct it. And I'm like, okay, so I'll put the one that I'm writing, the passion project, on the side and do the thing that they're trying to make. Because it's not just art, it's a business. And you have to, like, if you want to make money in this industry, you have to never compromise your integrity. But, well, unless you need mortgage money, like Scary Movie 5. Scary Movie 5, I was like, I don't want to do this shit, but they pay me, so I gotta do something. You know, my boy was like, hey, if you don't work, what's gonna happen? I said, yeah, like, you're right. I gotta make some money. So try not to do that. But if they call it for you, you might have to like be like, okay, I'll do this. But try not to do that. Make a habit of that.
Your face was completed all the way to being.